you guys are having a wonderful day, making some really good trades. It unfortunately doesn't look like it's such a good trade right now, uh, you know, for Bitcoin, right? We're pulling back pretty hard. Sentiment is low. People are getting scared. Markets are pulling back. Is is the top in, right? Everyone's screaming the top is in. The told you so's. The I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. You guys are all stupid for longing. Posts are coming out, and again, everybody's still bullish. Looking at the feed, it doesn't look so much like that's the case. Could we still be re-entering and chopping about in the buy area? Could be. For now, I think you're still doing some sort of like 1-2. Now, if we were to call this some sort of like ABC, right, and a very tight ABC, some sort of like flat setup here, right, like a flat target that was hit perfectly. So you can see that that is maybe showing us what's really going on. And now you would have a target of a double bottom at 107, 462, which means you're going to go touch these pivots. But the thing is, you can't break below the pivots at 107, 300, which means you got to just tap it and go, which is not ideal, right? It's not ideal because then you'd basically say like, oh, we're gonna go retest this by $100 and we can't make any mistakes. But obviously, you can't control the market, right? So in the event that it does do that, then I guess it's like a perfect scenario, right, where the dip buyers will have a tiny chance of buying the dip on a one-to-one extension. But most likely, if you come down to here, you take out the lows, right? Because anything's possible. Then you gotta factor in that we're going to go lower, and yeah, that would mean that this count here is something else. It's something different, and maybe it's a more bullish than we think, but it will need more time and more patience to correct lower, right? So we could get rid of some counts, and you could call this either the 2 is in here, and then you're some sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, and a fifth wave. And now you're going to pull back in an ABC, in a bigger ABC, and you're correcting this whole cycle, which means maybe you come back down to 96. But I don't see that right now. What I see is what's in front of us, and we're trading at 109. We're not trading at 96 right now. We're trading at 109. A lot of people are ready to call the top, and you can see here we had a failed setup, which means that this is the different setup, which is an A, B, and a C, which is clearly evident now, right, in hindsight, that this is it. This was the play. Some sort of A, B, C, flat. And you hit the flat target, and you got rejected. And could it be over? Well, you had major capitulation here on the smaller time frames. On the 15-minute, I'm sure. No, you don't have any bullish divergence yet. So you could actually technically make one more low, maybe hit 108 or the monthly open. Right, the monthly open is what is it? What's a monthly open at? 108 300 essentially. Right, the opens at 108 200, 108 300. Excuse me. That would imply that Bitcoin is not going to fare very well in the coming days. But as long as the monthly close stays in, then the market will recover, right? And we'll still have more upside. Because when we look at just historical data, I'm looking here. I'm just showing you guys real quick. Maybe I can open this. Can I open this? Yeah. Just real quick, showing you guys. Majority of the time, September closes red for Bitcoin. Yeah, September, majority of the time closes red. But it's still 50-50 because it's red or green, right? Yeah, maybe there's more chances that it turns into red, but it's really a 50-50 because it's a red or green. It could be a coin toss, and you don't really know, right? It's like playing roulette. If BTC closes green September, there's an 80% chance that the rest of the year is going to be upside the next 3 months. If you can see, every time that we've closed green, we've ended the year in the green. except for this one time where we closed green in September, and October it was red, right? Green in September, green for the rest of the year. Green in September, green for the rest of the year. Green in September, green for the rest of the year. Green in September, and basically green for the rest of the year. I think in 2024 it was only down 2%, so still acceptable. But regardless, the months that followed were green, right? And just because you get a red September doesn't mean it's crash time, right? You had red Septembers with green as well. So a lot of this data that people are referring to, that the top is in, stuff like that, it's not perfect. It's not perfect, and it's 100%. It's not 100%. So there's a lot of guarantees that people are throwing out there that they think they know everything, but they really don't. Now there are bad signs too as well. We have to evaluate what's going on. The weekly time frame, not looking too good. Red dot. 4 hour, 4-day, the 4-day candle. Diminishing green money flow now. Blood diamond -5 on the dual band strength index with a 22 on top. That's pretty bearish. 3 days, only one has increasing green money flow. The 2-day and the daily are looking bearish. The 12-hour obviously not looking too good now, right? We still have green money flow, but man, those momentum waves are opening up to the downside, and we have a 17 and a -5. And now we're actually trying to bottom out. it's trying to find a bottom with the 4-hour time frame. The momentum wave is trying to curl in. 1 hour time frame, got red money flow. 30-minute, 15-minute. There you go. So yeah, it looks like the 15 is trying to come out of this with red money flow climbing back up. But again, is it going to turn up into another one of these, or is the cycle going to come to an end? Because we actually see that Ethereum hit our buy area, right? We had a flat target for Ethereum. It looks like it hit the buy area. Now, if Ethereum takes off from here, that would be extremely bullish, right? It would be extremely bullish. We'd see more upside come for Ethereum. And I mean, I think that would be a really positive play for the market if that happens. So I'll keep a close eye on Ethereum, but overall, it's looking pretty decent. It's looking pretty decent right now, and 4-hour cycle is almost coming to an end here. You can see it is trying to break out. So we do have a 4-hour cycle on Ethereum that is attempting to come to an end right here. It could already be breaking out on this on this video here. So if you just want to market buy it, it's not a bad idea. And I think you could actually get a lot of upside if that happens. But the markets need to recover and you need to hold up. And Wave Edge is showing some big buying, obviously coming in, buying these dips. Let's see if any other time frames has anything like that. Daily, 12-hour, nothing like that. 45-minute, you have some dip bias in the 1 hour, 30-minute, 15-minute. I think the smaller time frames you have a little bit more than that. But yeah, I'm still leaning bullish until we break these lows. Once we break these lows and we get a candle close, we could talk about it. But until then, just trade what's in front of you guys, block out the news, and that's it. Peace.